Stay clean as a whistle, you think you official, we know that you not. Hop on the mic and discuss every issue, might take a few shots. Kick back and relax, don't overreact, it's only your thoughts. Tell me is it facts, or maybe it's cat, we never gon' stop.
I know who wanna be on the show.
She'll be funny on the show.
She said, yo, I gotta put in the car.
She will be on the south side.
Nah, she said she gonna pull up. I was like, alright. I don't know which house she gonna pull up. Alright, white song.
Yeah, Facts and Cap. Podcast episode 29, baby. We are back.
Episode motherfucker.
Big Justin Flair, man. We back.
Hey man, get y'all merch, man. We got, it's about to get a little bit colder. We got the hoodies, $30. We got the t-shirts, $20. We got the long sleeve shirts. I want to tell you about $20, $27, $28. Hey man, you know what you need.
Still need the mask, $13.
Yeah,
You know y'all need a man.
anything you need, we got it.
Yeah. So
Let's get it.
last week we started out with Trump. This week we're gonna start off with Trump again. So everything that transpired after last week, we've seen folks storming the Capitol and whatnot. Since then, Donald Trump has been banned from damn near any social media network.
Trying to silence that nigga for real.
Yeah, I think even the tennis tournament that was supposed to be hosted at his facility, one of his establishments, they said, "No, we'll take our shit elsewhere, our business elsewhere."
You saw Belichick even said he ain't even gonna accept the little award he was about to give him.
God damn. So yeah, they ain't fucking with
Trump
him.
supporter.
Right.
Yeah, so they not fucking with him. Just tell me what your thoughts is on that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, he's banned from all social media. That nigga can't even get on Uber Eats. Like, that shit bad, bro.
He tried to get on the POTUS, under the POTUS.
Got him out of there too.
Nah.
And it's like, it's deep.
It's for Biden, man. You can't even get that no more.
You know, they have another app, I think it's called Parler.
Mhm.
And it's
They shut that whole app down.
they shut the whole app down. That's supposed to be like a conservative app.
It's like Facebook for Trump
For
supporters.
Trump supporters, like that's their core. But then, so you got Facebook, you got Facebook on WhatsApp, Instagram, you got Twitter, Google, Apple, all said, because it's out the Apple store, it's out the Google store.
Mhm.
And now Amazon, they the one who runs the server, you know, Amazon and everything.
Mhm.
They said, we take up service, so that shit is down now. So I feel like it's a slippery slope, man. Like,
Pause. Because I see where you're going. Let's read what Carrie Hilson said. I
Go
think
ahead.
that's where you're going, like kind of that same feeling.
Right. I don't know what she said.
You ain't hear what she said? Because she got a lot of criticism.
Oh yeah, I did hear what she said.
Okay.
I saw criticism of what she said. Go ahead.
Yeah. So she said, this may be funny. She's talking about Donald Trump being suspended. She said, this may be funny, but it is a little dangerous too. Take Trump out of it for a moment. A democracy must include freedom of speech. Imagine our leaders on popular figures not being able to voice their opinion if it opposes to the majority of the world leaders. Our freedom of speech being taken from us slowly but surely, censorship, in parentheses marks. If the leader of the free world can be removed, imagine the same right of civilians. Imagine believing every time that you read false information detected in propaganda, deceptive reports, and flat out lies being the only thing that we see. And,
So parts of that where I would say she got a lot of criticism because they said it's not his First Amendment right is not being taken away. These are private companies, right? So they have the right to ban people, whatever, all forever as they want.
Yeah.
That's fact. He still has the right. I think he had a press conference today in Alamo. Talking about on the wall, and he talked, and it wasn't on no major news conference, but he has still right to speak. But I'm not really talking about it as a First Amendment law thing. I'm talking about it as an optic thing. Like, if people don't want to realize this, but like big tech is a real thing. Silicon Valley, California, it's a real thing. They have a monopoly on the media market.
Mhm.
If they choose to represent a side, if they are donating to Biden,
Yeah.
that means it is a conflict of interest. But it's their right to do it. What I'm trying to say is that a lot of people agree with it because it's not affecting them. What if it was the other way around? That's all I have to say. What if it was the other way around? What if it was what if this was happening, it was a pro-Trump wing where they say Biden, this is what they said, right? Because it's half the country, well, not half the country, but 70 million people that say, what if Biden incited those Black Lives Matter protests? Even though they meant protests, but some of it become riots. What if Kamala Harris is saying, hey, I'm gonna bail people who got arrested for protesting? What if they interpret that as saying, you can go burn the city down, so we're gonna block everybody who stands that way? What would you still feel that way? Would you still agree about, hey man, it's Twitter, they can do what they want?
Okay.
Or you'd be like, damn, that's fucked up.
Let me tell you my issue with it. Like, it's not about what they did, it's about where they did it. So when Black Lives Matter was going on, and I'm not saying it was the Black Lives Matter that did all the burning and the looting and all that. They were looting businesses. These wasn't government properties that they was going on, especially not the
I agree with the difference.
There's a big difference.
I'm not talking about the difference. I'm talking about the take. Because if you go watch Fox News, they say it's the same. They say it's worse. So what I'm saying is,
that's what I'm saying. They're saying that it's worse.
They're saying it's worse. So what I'm saying is,
what's worse?
that what happened during the summer and all the cities
It was worse than the Capitol.
Worse than the Capitol. They're saying it was worse. I disagree. My point is not comparing what's worse.
Okay.
My point is saying, imagine who's in control, agreeing with that side. That's what I'm trying to say.
I personally think that
We just still have the same stance.
I think that I get what she's trying to say. Like, that would be all fair if I felt like it wasn't. It was kind of blatant. Him using his leverage to weaponize like Twitter, weaponize like get people riled up. Like, you purposely threw the rally on the day that you were being,
It's like
the power was being turned over.
I agree with you 100%. These 6 people doing this podcast, they don't. So what is it like? It's not across the board.
Okay, so look.
That's
What I'm saying is, what I was trying to say, where I was going was, if the other side decided to do that and it's blatant, I wouldn't have no issue with it. Like, if it was, this isn't even the first time. Like, you could literally see him saying, you could see the hypocrisies, like, cause he's saying, like, when the other riots are going on, he's telling people stand by, do this. Like, the man wouldn't even call the National Guard out for that situation.
He said he did.
People lost their lives. You know what I'm saying?
He said he condemned the violence. I seen a tweet where he condemned the violence.
That's after Biden told him he needed to come out and say something.
He put a tweet right when it started. He said, let's keep it peaceful protest. I want to do that. He waited a long time, and then after Biden said something, he said he made a statement.
Yeah,
I agree. I think he's inside the Biden. What I'm saying is not blatant across the board.
I think that he's given us 4 years of evidence that it was more so intentional type behavior. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, if you ask somebody who disagrees with you, they're gonna say the exact opposite.
Okay, and that's fine, but I can agree that, like, we're not talking like he's been banned from, like, speaking to the people. He's just banned off of a social media network.
I'm trying to get your question.
If those folks,
if it was the other way around, would you still agree with it?
If it was the other way around, yes.
Somebody blocked them because they said, "Oh, if you go loot and you do something,
what they're doing,
I'm gonna bail you out.
What if
I'm gonna bail you
what
out."
I'm saying is,
if it's
what I'm saying is the other side feels like.
No, what I'm saying is, if it came from a Democratic side, where Kamala Harris said,
he's basically saying the example that you said.
Well, I'm giving you the same example.
He's saying the example that you said.
What? Go ahead.
If
Kamala
Harris says, "All right, look, everybody that was out, I'm gonna make sure we bail you out.
Okay.
We ain't got nothing to worry about."
Mm-hmm.
And they take that as, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck the city up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna look for you to bail me out."
Mm-hmm.
If they take that as a like she incited the riot,
You would have a problem.
I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Cool then.
Not
I don't
on
even
social
have
media.
a, I don't have a problem with them
Cool.
removing somebody off of social media.
Cool.
For me, it's not like social media is the end all be all.
I don't
You
feel
know
like
what I'm saying?
that's your right to speak, because that right there is like being in a public place and saying I got a gun.
I just feel like the president. I also feel like, I mean, I don't want my president like being mad because he's banned off of Twitter. Like, bro, it's so many.
It's
Like, you
just
can hold a
Twitter.
meeting. You can hold a press conference anytime you want. You have the power to do that. Like, fuck that. Fuck Twitter, bro. You that upset about Twitter? That's half the
It was
problem.
the biggest influence though.
He'd be alright, man. He only had 10 fucking days anyway. Like, it's not like this is.
How do
where
y'all
he
feel
could-
about them still trying to impeach him now? I think it's smart. Because if he gets impeached, regardless if it's even
can't run
afterwards,
again.
he can't run again. He's not getting his pension. He's not getting the Secret Service. He's not getting that $1 million travel expense. He lose all his benefits.
Do you think it? All right, that's on a Trump. Do you think that's the best course for the country? Let me ask you a question. Are you looking for Biden to unite the country, or more so just follow his own?
I'm looking for my own interest.
For your own interest, okay.
I'm looking for my own interest.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
Biden's gonna come and change the world. I mean, change the United States. It's
Cool.
just gonna be. It's gonna take some time. Shit never gonna be how it should be.
It's a fact. So I agree. It's not, you're not taking away your First Amendment rights. I just want people to understand that a lot of people agree with you. A lot of niggas feel like it's hypocritical. And I'm not a nigga that just because it benefits me, I don't get like, it's just politics, bro. It's hypocrites on both sides.
Okay, so that's like
And
when
it's
we
like-
talk. My bad. Go ahead.
I'm done, but it's like I get that big tech. These are like they have their own agenda. So I'm just not gonna
And I
be
get
a
why-
fool saying like
I
get the whole Trump thing,
It's
right?
more than just the surface. It's
Trump
always
thing is fucking up the money. It's fucking up the bigger picture when it comes to a democracy, the United States. They making them look bad, and when you start to make them look bad, that's where it becomes an
It's
issue.
Trump base is white America. It's middle
Exactly.
America.
So
they
that-
feel,
that's
they
the-
don't identify the same way we identify.
So like we talking about just strictly social network. So like the reason it's not that big of a deal to me because I don't agree with other shit that they ban other people for on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like
Tiana Trump.
somebody could
the wrong Trump that got banned.
somebody she got banned for what?
She got banned on Twitter.
For what? What she do?
Allegedly, she had her videos up there.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I mean.
That's like them taking Boosie.
I mean, I can
on
agree.
IG.
I can agree with that. That's how they move, but you can't do that if you ain't
That's
gonna
the
do it.
wrong Trump.
But if you gonna do, then you have to ban everybody video. So
I can't
my
get
thing
on
is just
Twitter
like somebody I've seen Twitter ban somebody for fat shaming, right? So it's like Jay Franks, like Jay feels like he gets skinny shamed
Yeah.
all the time. So are we gonna ban people for that? You know what I'm saying?
You
Like,
saying Trump stop being, you're not uniquely the only person that get banned.
yeah. So it's just like it is.
Twitter, they
what-
own
People
rules.
get banned
Yeah.
every day.
That's
B.
like
Twitter
club.
always is.
Build your own club.
Yeah, these all social media is
This
always they own.
Yeah,
Social media always got their own rules, and so it is what it is. So he ain't no different.
But okay, what about the monopoly aspect to it? Because Parler created his own thing, but now Amazon's saying they took their services out the Google stores, out the Apple store. They're saying we don't like y'all rules of
I just think that we live in a
I
world
think
where
that's
whatever the
smart.
popping, whatever whoever has the leverage, those businesses are gonna lean towards that.
Because it's
To
money.
be honest,
Coming.
with
It's
you,
all
there's
about
money
money.
involved. Like,
So they gonna take their money.
that.
out.
There's laws against that. Antitrust laws against that.
I mean, well, shit. Somebody call a lawyer up. You know what I mean?
Amazon ain't
Stop crying, go to court, nigga.
Yeah, go to court. If you doing so unfair, yeah, it is what it is,
Take
man.
that shit to try.
That's how I look at it. Like, I mean, ain't shit I can do about it.
I agree. At the end of the day, just niggas been unfair for a long time. Niggas ain't gonna have sympathy for you.
Yeah,
You got
nigga.
kicked off Twitter.
We've been getting wrong for fucking 400 years.
That's
Nigga,
all
This
I'm
whole,
That's the point.
Now they,
this
now
whole
they-
shit based off of racism.
But now when it starts to affect
Them, they feel a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
That's when the outrage. And I agree. My point is saying is that you're never gonna make them agree with you.
The funniest part, the funniest part about the situation is when they was trying. I was like, man, they should arrest these niggas at the Capitol. But it's even funnier watching these motherfuckers trying to get out on their way home and shit like roaches, thinking that they made it. And these niggas got the no-fly zone on y'all ass. They catching y'all niggas. They catching y'all niggas. All y'all niggas going to jail.
Just imagine trying to take an Enterprise. Imagine trying to take an Enterprise from DC to Texas.
Oh, the girl called out
mom was like, he can't eat there because he can't go to jail because he eat only organic food.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's the nigga that had the raccoon. He was the main leader.
That nigga didn't eat. He probably still ain't eat it.
Or like the other girl who called out her mama because she touched that black woman in her face, like harassed her, like you know, kind of like put her hand on her face and she got decked. And she
that was the coldest little two-piece
leaking, bro.
Yeah,
and she was still swinging when they was pushing her back.
Leaking.
Yeah, she called her mama out about that shit.
She had that. I wish a nigga would touch it.
Yeah, so
That's just served, bitch.
yeah. So from politics to street politics.
It ain't over with.
Rapper YFN Lucci is wanted for a fatal Southwest Atlanta shootout. Atlanta rapper YFN Lucci is wanted on a murder charge following a shootout that left one man dead and another injured last month in Southwest Atlanta. The 29-year-old, whose real name is Rayshawn Bennett, aka Ray Ray from Summer Hill, is wanted on murder, aggravated assault,
His Fox News.
participating in a criminal street gang activity, and weapons charges. And they have a $5,000 reward if anybody could give his whereabouts.
As soon as you said Ray Ray, I knew that nigga was guilty.
Hey man,
Ray Ray Gibson.
it's an open case. Like I always say, hey man, I hope this shit work out.
Listen, man,
I
all
hope it
I
work
say
out in his
is-
favor, man.
Yeah, man.
Reggie Day can't get you out of this.
Oh shit. He did go out with Lil Wayne Dog, didn't
He still do. Listen, man. That's why I say, man, y'all boys better stop portraying, putting these pictures up with guns, having all this shit going on, man, cause shit can go left.
Hey man, but no, I ain't even mad at him, dog. This nigga Carter got shut up 3 times this summer, I think. At least twice.
He might not have nothing. He might be.
He might just told,
defending
hey
himself.
man.
That's what I'm saying.
I know what these
On
niggas
your
at.
side,
Just
you don't
go
know
get
what
it.
happened.
I hope everything work out for that nigga, man.
I just niggas can't get no legal armed security with them. That's too much of a
man.
bill.
That's the street.
That's always my fucking thing. Like, I just don't understand why in the
I ain't
rap
gonna lie to
community
you.
you can't have security. You can hire your homeboy with no felonies, at least, if that's how you feel like you need somebody you trust.
Like you can't put a nigga on to be like, you got no felony.
You can make your paperwork. I can make my own company, my own
Make my own security company,
Yeah.
whatever.
Like I said, I know a few niggas that do that, but everybody
I
don't
need a
move
lot of
like
niggas to
that.
start doing that.
Shit,
I'm just
nigga can hire me. I got my
Why
license.
in the- I
Hire me. I got my gun license.
Every one of your homies ain't got cases. I hope. Shit.
You know what it is for me, man. I just feel like I just
Depending on
don't.
who your homies is.
Casino.
I'm just at this
We ain't
age
even gonna
now.
talk about that nigga.
I'm at this age now where
He did it.
I'm at this age now where I just don't understand why the rap game and hip hop community, like, why everything, or the streets in general, why does like everything opposite kind of like why does it have to work off everything that's opposite of like the normal morality, like the normal morals and principles people
I
have?
feel like that's like a big conspiracy. Like maybe in the beginning, whatever race, whatever happened, it was just instilled, and now it became like a law. Not a law,
like,
but like
talking about, like the streets.
like a street code.
Like everything is opposite.
Everything opposite for it's intentionally like that. So
I think
niggas-
this shit started in slavery, bro. How you supposed to stick together, not snitch, and then if you see me running out, I'm trying to get away. You hold that shit down. And I think it go back that far,
Possibly.
and it just more rules came into it from there.
But that's kind of I don't know.
The laws was made.
You could say
Opposite.
that. You could say that, but if that's the case, the way that you're describing it, it was made more so.
I'm just saying, like
For
that's where
your
the
benefit,
benefit.
like,
Nah, I agree. I
this
think it
is
was
more
more for
so-
their detriment.
Yeah,
Like,
this is the detriment
like-
to it.
I think there's, I don't go off a tangent here, but I think there's a lot of shit like that. Like, this is not even an example I believe in, but people say, you know how people say, oh, be humble.
Yeah.
That's that always uses positive. Some people are like, nah, it's a negative connotation. They use that to hold you down.
Yeah.
Like, what's being humble ever good? But shit like that is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. If you look up humble in the dictionary, you're like, I don't want to be that.
There's a negative connotation, so.
If we really went deep into this shit, we'll be here all night.
That's what I'm saying. There's all these folklores and laws that niggas do and stereotypes is probably based on some shit that misinformation, and we just go stick to it.
Yeah, I just think that shit is really just fucking up the community for real. Like,
and some of that shit is also double standards too. Like, it's just like the snitching shit. Niggas get a bad rap for snitching. Police officers don't snitch on each other. The blue wall, the mob don't snitch on each other. Right? It's like snitch, like tattletale. It's not the only place where people don't snitch. So the army, I've seen a few good men. Like, it just whenever it's always bad when there's niggas doing it. That's just the perception of media, white media.
Yeah. Quicker news, cause we talked about this a lot, so I ain't want to do on that one this one too long. But it's official that Bobby Shmurda is gonna be out next month. His mom put up a picture, basically saying like, "I'm gonna see you next month."
Free the guys.
Blase blah. So
that's how you hold it down.
Do your time like a G. Come home like a G.
Yeah. So we'll be seeing him very soon, I'm sure. You know. So does that change your opinion now? When I asked the question, do you think that Roddy Rebel could wait on him now?
Me personally, this is like just my personal opinion. I feel like Roddy has an opportunity to separate himself from Bobby as far as musically. You can still be fan street support. Let's do a mixtape together. But I feel like when they went to jail, it was always Bobby Shmurda.
You mean kind of like Jim Jones'
and Cam
career after Dipset type shit?
Yeah, you can be a solo artist. You don't have to like quote unquote ride the coattails or nothing. Like if you come, no offense, he's gonna steal your shine.
Yeah.
So not that is even a bad thing, but if you have an opportunity where you don't need him, you have like this momentum, take advantage of it.
I feel like I said before, I feel like he shouldn't. I feel like he should go ahead and not rush it, but if you feel like you got something that's gonna bang in the street, put it out, and then especially if it's something that's really good, and then Bobby can hop on the remix,
you know,
like that shit's gonna be. Like, you just setting it up for both of y'all to eat. Cause at this point, he don't owe him, but he owe him.
Oh, if he felt like he owe him, that's fine.
And I feel like not owe him.
No, he owed
not owe him.
He did extra time.
He do owe him. Like,
but
I'm not saying out of pocket owe him, but like
musically,
Bobby not. If he gonna take extra time for you in jail, he not expecting you to wait for him to get out. He wants you to get popping. So when you got that one, you got that banger waiting for me just to hop on it.
Yeah. If a nigga was on take more time for you to get out, he's not gonna want to hold you back in any way when you come out. So
I think that personally, if he got something on his hands, then you know, and you got a plan, you got a rollout, you got everything you want to do, then sure. But basically a month, you know, if he chose to do that, it would make sense. I could see that happening.
I mean, he can wait, but I don't see the need to if you got something already ready.
Yeah. So
it wasn't like they was like racial. It wasn't a duo. They were just part of the same group that was close. They feel like they're solo artists regardless. But either way, it would be dope to see them together.
Yeah. So more versus news. I guess we'll start off first. UGK and 8 Ball and MJG have announced a battle. We haven't got a date yet, but that's one for the South. I like that one because it don't have to necessarily have Atlanta in it. Like, you know, I feel like Atlanta been dominating versus like give other people a chance. Like,
keep it Atlanta if they want, but
I know I would love to, but I'm just saying I like the fact that
it's more than just
it's kind of like we're getting creative. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not typical. I feel like we're getting all the big dogs out the way. Now we going down to the next level where people were just solely fans of these people. They got their cult followings. I like that. I think
feel like that's what the last one was. The Too Short and E40. For the band.
Exactly. So now you got Port Arthur / Houston, and then you got Memphis. Then you got Memphis out the Orange Mound. So Are y'all familiar with their music?
UGK more later, like post Big Pimpin'.
Mm-hmm.
8 Ball not so much. MJG, I like I know they was on some T.I. songs. They was on some.
Them sounding Bad Boy
Yeah,
for a little minute.
they was on some stripper remixes. I fuck with. They got like tracks that I can go. Oh yeah, I like that. But as them as solo artists or as a group, nah, that's just before my time.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I fuck with both of them, but when it comes down to a verses, I'm ready to listen. Like I don't even want to go back and listen to the music. I want to see it live. Like I want to hear it live. Like I said, I listen to a lot of UGK. I've listened to a decent amount of 8 Ball, but it's just more so 8 Ball and MJG. But it's just more so I want to be in the moment of it. Like I don't want to go do too much history and do all that for this one. This one I want to
Just see it.
Yeah.
I'm happy for their fans though. 'Cause I know, like I work with a lot of old heads, people from Memphis. They're super fans of 8 Ball. That's people older than us, 10 years older than us. They fuck with them. So I'm happy for y'all.
Yeah. Me personally, I'm already in tune with them. I think UGK, they have the bigger hits. But me personally, I like 8 Ball MJG music better. So that'll be an interesting dynamic for me. Cause
Off the top, does 8 Ball have a I Choose You? Anything like that?
No. They don't have International Players Anthem? Hell no. They don't have one of those.
Okay.
But they got big songs, you know what I'm saying? Like when they was gonna have one, bust a nigga head, slap her up, shoot the club up. You know remember that? Drama. That's when they sounded Bad Boy. Or you don't want, you know what I'm saying? Or you I can't, you know, for me personally, they got Show Enough. They got a lot of tracks. They got a lot of different tracks.
They do got a lot.
Space Age Pimpin'.
Even know, like on top of your head.
Space Age Pimpin'.
Oh, that was them.
Yeah.
Space Age Pimpin', that's one of my favorite southern tracks, you know what I'm saying? But even UGK, they got some of those too, like Diamonds and Wood, shit like that. So I think it'll be an interesting battle. I'll be entertained. I got a quick MJG story, boy. Let me tell you how gutted these niggas is. Back in the day when I used to work at for a beer company, you know, I was a beer merchandiser. We used to, you know, get up in the morning, you go do your route at certain grocery stores and shit, right?
I know what story you're talking.
Yeah, I'm on the south side at like 7 in the morning. And MJG, I mean, he stick out like a sore thumb because he got the fucking dreadlocks that look like a Dodge Ram. Like, his shit is just weird, you know what I mean? And it's like 7 in the morning, bro, and this nigga is up buying a piece, like an 8-piece of fried chicken in Kroger and like a 30-pack of beer. At 7 in the morning, I'm looking at this nigga like, damn, this nigga is really like out here niggering right now. Right?
7 in the morning.
7 in the morning. Shout out to MJG, boy. He had to get it where he fit in, I guess. You know what I mean? So that was the first time I ever seen him in person. So I thought that shit was funny. But in other versus news, Ashanti and Keisha Cole has been pushed back again.
Someone running from the smoke, man.
And they're saying, and they put it up the day of the verses, which was irritating.
They did it last time.
But the other one is kind of more understandable. Like, you know, y'all do y'all test, COVID happens.
Running from the smoke.
I get it. This one, you got an extra month to get y'all shit together, and their reasoning behind it is what upset me. Like, they're saying, because they basically in the work they put out the way to do it, but said we still gotta wait though. Like they said, basically, yeah, we're gonna go back to just split screening it because of the rising COVID numbers. So we're gonna push it back. It's like, nigga, what? Why we didn't do this? Why y'all didn't? Like, why wasn't this situated in the first place? Like, y'all had an extra month. It's been like a month and a half, 2 months. So
see, and I think that was the whole thing of getting too many sponsors and corporations involved with it. Like, it's fucking up the
way they want to run it.
Like, I don't feel like they have as much control as they once did. So we was cool with it when it was shit. Like, even when it was buffering and shit,
it was still.
We sat there. We was all together. We sat there and watched the Nelly and Ludacris one.
Yeah.
That shit was horrible. But we still watched the whole thing.
Goddamn, who was that? that fucked up, and then we had to do it all. Teddy Riley,
Teddy
we
Riley.
watched that one over
Like
again.
3 times?
Forgot
Was it 3
about that.
times?
It's like 2 different times. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, people is willing to get in there. I know y'all care about y'all business. Maybe, you know, maybe them Apple Music ties and all that, but that shit should have been worked out, man. If y'all should have figured that out, man. I don't know, man. I don't know if I really appreciate that one. Like,
I hope
at
you
this
ain't
point-
signed no contracts, man. Get them white folks out of here.
Oh, no, they didn't sign some contracts.
Too much money.
Yeah, they didn't sign some
Let me see
contracts.
Apple Music playing it. I don't know.
Yeah, them contracts have been signed. So get together. We all saying we saying I
I mean,
don't want to see
still,
no more.
why?
But niggas are still gonna watch it when they put the date out. So I just want y'all to get together, man. 'Cause
I ain't
y'all
excited.
can't fuck up no more.
That's a fact.
I ain't
Not that
excited
anymore.
Yeah, I seen Ashanti trying to do damage control. She was running around here singing Keisha Cole songs while
Did
she
y'all
was
see
driving.
Keisha Cole comment underneath?
No, what she said.
Keisha
She put
Cole's
the
pissed.
side eye like,
Yeah, she like this some bullshit.
she probably, hey, if they don't get her soon, she gonna be like, you know what,
Fuck
I'm good. I ain't really want to do this shit in the first place.
Facts. So in other news, Michael B. Jordan came out and claimed his girl, Lori Harvey.
Hey, claim your queen, man.
Yeah.
And Harvey White? What? How that work?
What? He claimed his queen.
That nigga only messing with snow bunnies.
Listen, man, Lori Harvey will do that to you. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? So
She got that potion on these niggas, right?
So yeah, a lot of men are upset.
Yeah, who? Wow.
They're calling Lori Harvey a hoe. They're saying, why y'all wifing a hoe because she has ties to a few entertainers. Also, the Busted Challenge has been going pretty good. Been, you know.
How we intertwined? No, Busted
Listen,
Challenge,
let me get there. Let me get there. So, let me get there. Wait, let me get there. You gotta let me get there. Let me tie it up. So, I also seen a good amount of niggas on there saying like, you know, putting their input on women and this is trash. Y'all should stop doing this. La 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 la. So my question would be, what I've noticed, are niggas bigger haters than women?
Yes.
Like, I wish I was like John Jones. I just square up with every one of the niggas who say that shit.
Nigga, stay out of women business,
Yeah.
bro.
It's such a double standard. And
Yeah.
it's like, bruh.
Cause y'all be the same niggas just over here grabbing this same girl ass in the club, trying to follow her around all night, man. Let them be great.
Especially the like her being a hoe for, cause it's like I can't lie. I was immature at one point. I used to feel that way too.
I used to feel like Kim Kardashian was a hoe when I was young, but then now that I'm older, you realize like
But the difference between Kim Kardashian
she
and Lori
really
Harvey,
nothing.
I don't know what
Kim Kardashian has literally been married or in a relationship to everybody that,
I don't feel like Lori Harvey fucking all these niggas.
even
I
if she
really
is.
don't.
It is, but
Even
No,
if
I'm
she
saying if
is.
she is.
Why is it negative for a girl to do it and a nigga get praised for it?
Yeah, like niggas love Future.
I don't think it's nothing negative with what Lori Harvey's doing.
I'm talking about these
She's not
niggas
out
saying-
here. It's not like she out here showing herself like
Ain't no sex tape. Ain't
sex
no,
tapes every week.
No
Oh,
nudes
wait,
coming out. It's
Nothing.
just-
We've never.
Tiger got a whole OnlyFans allegedly. I don't know what he's doing, but I've heard that he's like fucking bitches and shit on there.
I thought this was just videos on his shit, like actual music video. Never mind.
Yeah, but I don't like. It's just niggas is weirdos, man.
Niggas just bad because they can't fuck them California girls.
Yeah, I think that's really what it is. Like niggas put their input on because there's girls that they would never, that wouldn't even be in the same room as them, that would never get in no time of day, and so niggas
Not
is
even
hating.
judging. And I bet you they sitting at home by themselves because they talking about, oh, I would never be married. Nigga, you
But
ain't got nobody.
It be girls too though making though. It's not just
I mean,
I expect
see
girls. I
see
expect
on
girls
that.
to hate.
Oh, she got. I seen one chick
I know what
say,
you talking about.
"Oh, she done had more boyfriends in this year that I had my whole life." Some dumb shit like that. I
Yeah,
was
she
like,
said something like this.
But
Why?
that's-
And that's why nobody takes you serious or some
She's
shit.
dating.
Lori Harvey's like 23, 24. Like,
Nigga, she dating. It ain't like she like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm committed or I got married to this nigga, got divorced. She dating.
And
on
she
the
just
dating
put
scene.
up that she's basically in a relationship. Isn't that what y'all wanted?
oh,
She's in a relationship. She's a hoe for being in a relationship.
fuck them, bro.
Hey,
These
Lord,
niggas
Harvey,
is
keep
weird.
doing what you
But what I did find out, I didn't know that's not Steve Harvey.
No, I know
Yeah,
that. That's his
yeah.
wife's daughter.
I didn't know
She's
that.
adopted technically.
She took his last name.
Yeah, she took his last name, so that's like, yeah, that's not his daughter. Yeah.
Hey.
I don't know. I thought the first time before I
Hey,
knew
just a
that, I was
sidebar.
like,
Sidebar, right? Let's say Jazz moved on and she got with a millionaire nigga. And Kylie wanted to take that nigga last name.
Facts of cat.
How bad would you be?
How
I'm
old?
hating.
How old? How old?
I'm
How
definitely
old? It
hating.
don't matter how old.
It's
It don't matter how
21.
old.
Hey,
21,
that ain't
yeah.
too much different than the scenario I said when the nigga.
I'm still, yeah, I'll be mad.
Stepdad, he gifted him for his Father's Day. He took his last
I'm
name.
still be mad.
Fuck that nigga.
I'm hating.
I feel you.
Like, what the fuck?
Look.
You came out of my nuts, not his. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, we ain't having that.
Alright, I just had to make sure
Um,
we're on the same page.
Yeah, so
Shout out to Lori Harvey, daddy.
I know.
I think the
I
funniest.
understand. She done brought Michael B. Jordan back to the black side.
I heard like she got game from her mama.
That's what I heard
That's
too.
what I heard.
I ain't know
Mama
who was out
was-
here doing that.
Knew how to get what she want. Salute to you, man. If you're a beautiful woman, I feel like you get what you want. Like, you do what you gotta do.
I think the funniest thing I seen all week was niggas on YK Osiris ass. Did y'all see that?
Yo, 21 Savage
nigga-
took off on
He
this
said,
nigga,
nigga, you got like a suitcase.
Hey
I
yo,
wish
if you
you-
let Lil Yachty get in your ass, did y'all see that?
Yeah, he kinda got it.
Nah, he wasn't hitting on his. He wasn't hitting on his ass.
Y'all, you must be one of those
So
niggas
why
like,
can't wait? So why?
everybody making fun of you, and that one nigga laughed to you. I know you ain't laughing.
Wait, so
Nah,
for
he
the
got
folks who
it.
don't know, wait, time out.
He
For
got
the
it,
folks, for the folks who don't know what we talking about, YK Osiris, he's an R&B singer from Jacksonville, Florida. He's to me, I feel like he's corny, but I feel like he's trolling too. Like he knows.
He's 100% troll.
Yeah, he's trolling. I also think that he's like a nigga to me. Like he should be on like Nickelodeon because he's got like some kind of talent. When I look at it, you know what I'm
His
saying?
music is good.
I never really listened to his music. 'cause
I'm just
I don't
talking
think-
about
I don't like
the
his voice.
radio hits.
Yeah, so but cameraman said, wait.
Okay, it was one.
He got that give me the world. That song, I fucking hate that song.
Hey, it played so much, I like it.
I mean, I can understand he would like it, but anyway, so he put up a video of him wearing a
Fucci?
Gucci, custom Gucci jacket. I would say, I'm not sure if it was Dapper Dan. I think it was Dapper Dan, he said. And basically it was a Gucci jacket, regular standard Gucci print with red sleeve and like the red rock star collar type. It's all their leather too. The back didn't really have no, it just looked weird, you know what I'm saying? And then he put on some Gucci joggers which were a different tone. And that's why I was like, nah, there's no way he's dressing this bad. But he's been trolling the last couple of weeks. He was acting like he said he traded in all his cars for a Hyundai, and he showed us a Hyundai truck. He was talking about how he got, I think Charlamagne gave him donkey of the day for $1,000 haircuts and shit. So he's been trolling. He's been on the road the last couple of weeks, and they've been on his ass. And now, I think the funny thing about it is rappers are calling out other rappers on their outfits. So I seen Young Blue and 21 Savage going at it. They pulling up bad looking outfits and shit. Cheetah outfits, checkerboard overalls and shit.
That's hilarious to me.
Yeah, this the type of internet shit I like right there. Like this the type of shit I like. These niggas is at the lunchroom for a period.
High school roast.
For a
Hey, yo,
period.
there's some shit that I would get on Clubhouse for. I ain't get on there for a while till this shit popped back up.
Yeah.
I ain't got on Clubhouse.
Since I've been back to work, I felt like Clubhouse.
Clubhouse and came and went, bro, to be honest with you.
There's not some shit that's gonna stay. But when they got the roasting, I got back on Clubhouse that night.
Yeah, I think I can just, like, I used to listen to Clubhouse while I was at work. I think I just got back on listen to my audio books.
I don't have the time for that shit.
I just don't feel like listening to some. It's a whole bunch of cat ass niggas on there.
That's a fact.
Everybody.
All the like the parodies of Clubhouse be like 100%.
Yes. Niggas be like, I'm an enthusiast of I got a
Their life story has affected me so much. So let me tell you how. And everybody got game. So
it's just like, man, listen, I'm just here for some jokes. Because at this point, I'll be feeling like, damn, so everybody just smarter than me. Everybody having money.
Yeah, you just gotta find the right rooms, but
Yeah, I don't got time to be looking.
I have time for it.
So,
My bad, y'all. I ain't mean to get us Clubhouse.
NBA YoungBoy. Congrats to him and Yaya Mayweather. They just recently had a son.
Grandpapa now.
Yeah. So this makes NBA YoungBoy's 7th kid. I think he got about like 5 or 6 baby mamas, right?
Is he rich?
He lives out of state. I don't know where most of his kids are. I know he's from Baton Rouge. He got family. He got kids in Baton Rouge. He lives in Texas. So a question I put up on Twitter, you got a good amount of engagement. So I'm gonna ask y'all this: do you think that you can be a good father with that many kids by that many women?
Yep.
In that situation?
Yeah, that's possible.
In his financial situation, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like the father part is easy if you want to do it. The financial part is the hard part.
Yeah, I think that's more of a financial.
I'm not gonna say that it's not possible, but I think that like it trends more towards you, and you could be. I think I can respect you like doing as much as you can.
Now the monkey wrench part of it.
But
is
I
the
think
different
that
baby mama.
wait. So let me finish. So I think that when you got that many kids by that many women, even take the baby mamas out of it, because the baby mama is not really gonna determine if you're the bad father. To me, your kids. So like I feel like if you have 7 kids, you got 7 kids, this many women, you out of state. I think that at some point some kid is always gonna be disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that you could be a great father to maybe these kids, and maybe it might be 2 other kids who be like, man, my daddy ain't shit, man. He just throw money at me. You know what I'm saying? Like all he do is throw money at me. Like you could financially be there for your kid, but I think for me, and I think it's all about your perspective of what makes you a good father. Like for me, just throwing money won't make me a good father. I think me being there in times when you need me being there, you know what I'm saying, for crucial moments in your life, you know, where you expect me to be there, shit like that, that's what I feel like would make me a good father. So I think it's hard. I'm not gonna say it's not possible, but I think it's closer to like you're not gonna be a good father to somebody with that many kids.
Let's take away 7 kids. Let's just put 1 kid. 1 kid, 1 baby mama.
You can definitely still not be a good father.
So no, what I'm asking you is like, it's the distance, because that's essentially what it is. It's not being it, it's the distance. So can you be a good father to 1 kid if y'all live?
I think it's definitely easier to be a good father if it's just 1 kid.
How?
Because you could take your time to go there to see that 1 kid. Like if you got 7 kids and they're all scattered around everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Now you got a situation. The more kids you have, the harder the situation. Not saying that you ain't gonna put in the effort, but I'm saying more kids are gonna be, you're making yourself open to disappoint some of your kids.
Yeah, the more
if I have 1 kid, it's easier for me to even move one. Cause let's say that I even be like, you know what? For me personally, if I had a kid that lived out of state, I might focus on trying to move out of state, move closer to my kid. When you got 7 kids and they all over the place, can you do that? Somebody's gonna be disappointed because you can't be there for them.
Can I go off what he said?
Go ahead. That's what I'm saying.
Just being a regular person, right? Let's say I use myself as an example of being a father of somebody. My daughter wasn't born here. She was born up top in Jersey. So trying to be a father and go back and forth, the shit gets difficult if you don't. It's all about the finances to have the means to be able to do it.
Facts.
Now back then it was easier because, I mean, it was hard, but
Yeah, more availability.
I took more availability. I had my job. I had a job where I was flexible, and I had the money to where I could fly back and forth. But it came a time where the job was like, hey, that's enough. Like we can only take so much, and I was like, all right, I have my life here, and I got to try to see my daughter. Like this shit, it gets harder. But if you have the finances to do it, that's where it really becomes.
Yeah.
I feel like the financial part of it makes it more, put the ball more in the father's court, It's like, hey, you have the money, you're able to do it. Now it's on you to do it.
Or and if you're rich enough where you don't have to have a job for like a
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like you have to find, you got the finances to do it.
I just feel like it's the distance because you can have one kid where the baby mama don't let you see the kid as much,
And that's the other problem.
and it's like shit that's out of your control, right? It's just not.
Yeah.
So
I'm not saying, but see, I'm not
seven,
saying, but okay, so let's look at it like this. It's one thing, I get it, you got a situation where you got a baby mama and she not letting you see the kid, right? So then, what does that say about you if you keep creating these situations over and over again? Like you just keep having babies by women who you're not committed to. You can't be there in the household with your child, and you continuously keep having them back to back to back. And now these situations be fucked up, and you might be frustrated and be like, man, these hoes are trying to keep, like, what can you be considered? I'm not gonna say necessarily a bad father,
irresponsible.
but you're irresponsible, and this is your fault.
I agree. It's not the most ideal situation, but I feel like it's possible. If you have,
I think we all agree that it's
it's
possible.
possible. It is not ideal, but the odds are against you. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's basically
The
what I'm trying
odds are against you by doing that. It's easier to be a better father.
I think
when
you
you're
can be-
in a kid's life.
to. Yeah, like I think you can be great to 5 kids, like, you know what I'm saying. But then you
More
might have
kids
you might have 2 kids that may resent you. They might be like, man, he ain't never did shit for me, or man, and it may be that maybe it might take for them to be adults to understand, but I think it's all about, for me, if my kid thought that I was a bad father, I'm gonna be like, damn, man, like maybe it was, I'm gonna reflect, I'm gonna be like, damn, maybe it was some things that I could have, did better to have them not think this way about me. Maybe it's not, maybe it's the baby mama, I don't know, but though I think that it's hard when you just continuously have that many kids by that many women. You stacking the deck against you. That's why I'm gonna leave it at that. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. So, Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving think he working around.
So when the whole Capitol Hill shit started, Kyrie Irving went missing. He said he didn't feel like playing.
Like,
He just said he don't want to. That's why he didn't want. Why he
is
wasn't
that
playing.
fact? I know that's the big alleged rumor. I think Woj reported that.
If Woj said it, I'm believing.
I'm just saying, like, does he have deniability at least? Because if that's true, it's bad.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
It's bad regardless.
Okay,
It's
look,
bad. That's what I'm trying to
we
say.
can't
I'm trying to give the benefit
necessarily-
of the doubt. I'm trying to give the benefit of the
Should
doubt.
they be able to have off days just how like we got
No.
PTO days at the job?
No, you get whole summers off.
No.
School teachers get whole summers off, but should they not have PTO days throughout the year?
This is Twitter. This is their rules. You have a
I'm not
contract.
talking about Twitter.
No, I'm saying it's a private NBA is
So
an
look.
organization. They have their own contract.
Yeah.
If you want to have off days, you have a players association where you can
Yeah.
negotiate that when they read.
Okay, I was just, that was just a question. I just
Basically,
Can't just arbitrarily be like, I deserve off day.
so
Fuck this
he's
shit.
been missing games, and now he's been allegedly spotted at his sister's birthday event. No mask. So it's looking bad. And just Kyrie being who he is, and basically it seems like he carries problems everywhere he goes.
Flat Earth niggas.
Do you think that he's at this point like he's basically just being unprofessional, or should he deserve to have that time on personal days?
He's being unprofessional. Like, it's simple. You have a collective bargaining agreement. And he like a vice president or president of that shit. So
Vice president.
him and Chris Paul, like, you can put that on the table and y'all can vote on it. So you can't just, it's like you make an agreement, and then 2 months into the agreement, I'll be like, man, this shit ain't fair. I'm out.
Fuck this shit.
The fuck? You sign a contract, man. You have and you get paid handsomely to do that shit.
Yeah.
So it's not like
I'm paying you millions, bro. You ain't finna tell me that type of shit. I'm gonna be honest with
it
you.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so I don't really fuck with that shit. Like I just don't. I don't.
And then Join the club.
Yeah, my thing is, like, bruh, just say it. My whole thing is, bruh,
You're not passionate about that.
you could at least clear up as to why you're not. Like, if you need personal days for a certain reason, you owe it to your fans. I feel like, you know, if it like, cause it's clearly. I feel like it can't be that fucking personal. If you over at the club and you out the best at the club, you telling people I don't want to.
Like
You have more responsibility to the media, to yourself, to a lot of people, to your teammates, to your coach, to your staff, as to why you're not playing. Your coaches don't even know why you're not playing. The Capitol shit was not that fucking disturbing to be that angry. So if you don't want to play, just say that.
Just say I don't want to play.
Like if you saying I don't want to play basketball,
I don't do that.
Yeah.
But like pigeon, like, and then it's like, Dennis Rodman, that's talking about practice.
Yeah.
Under the table shit where everybody's in the know.
And Dennis Rodman asked.
He asked, like, I need my
I need a
mental health.
personal
I need
day.
to go. All right, bro. You can go.
Yeah.
Be back by this time.
Yeah.
You can go a little bit longer, but it's not that. Kyrie doing something completely different.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wildin', bro.
I got a different stance on it. And it's really more so on some, I look at it as, you have your niggas that could clearly play every night, even if it's a back-to-back game. And they don't play.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I take this certain time off if this right here is, it may not be a designated back-to-back game.
Back-to-back.
I got you. So the difference is if Kawhi, like, load management for injury or for whatever reason, I know we have a homeboy who said he knows in the NBA that just fake injuries, they just don't want to play. That's fine. You know the difference is communication.
Exactly.
So you rather me lie and say
Yes.
you rather me
on the
lie and
same
say I don't
page.
feel like I'm
Yes.
I don't
You know
feel
what that- you know
I'm
what-
hurt, or you want me to say, look,
You know that
I need some personal days.
You know
That's
that
what he
helps?
said.
They
I'm
can
taking some
defend
personal
you.
time.
They can defend.
They can
you.
defend
So
you.
when somebody video records you in the club,
In the club.
and niggas ask,
But,
hey,
hey,
where's Kyrie?
But how many
I don't
extra
know.
people did you see in that club? Because it looked like that was.
It doesn't matter.
You
I'm not
can't be
talking
in a gathering of 15 or more people, and there was clearly more than 15 people
NBA's
in there.
investigating him now for that shit.
That it's
Fine.
in their
That looked
contract.
like a family event.
It don't matter.
Matter.
It's in their contract. They have
Well, I'm saying to your point,
do you know, like, I
if he
see-
communicate that shit, they can protect him.
yeah.
You gotta be open. Y'all a team. If
You done
like,
came
y'all
out
get
here.
one
You
day-
done came out here to the media and said I don't feel like playing.
He's like basically saying
You're
mind
off the
business.
grid. They say he's not answering calls.
Come
Come on, man. That's unprofessional, bro.
I'm not saying it's not unprofessional. I'm just saying, like, if you take that with the same player that says, yo, I'm not playing no back-to-back games.
But they're playing, but they're not
regardless of how I
back for
feel.
no reason. Like you just said, if they've communicated with the staff,
Communication, man.
then that's what it is.
Oh, he hurt. They can lie.
For example, my job, right? My job. They got a rule about your beard. It can only be this long, right? Like I think it's like 2 inches or some shit like that, right? So I was talking to one of the dudes there, and I was like, "Yo, you kind of got like it's an older man, he black, dark skinned dude with a white beard." So I'm like, "Hey, damn!" I was like, "They let you get away with that? Like 2 more?" And he said, "Oh, I talked to them. They said it's cool because I wanted to take. They want me, my grandchildren want me to dress up as Santa. So I told them immediately after Christmas I'll cut it down. They said that's fine because I want to dress up as Santa. Communication. That's what happens. Now when you just go off the grid like fuck it, I'm gonna just do my own fucking thing. That's when you became a problem. You're causing a distraction to your team. You talking about a back-to-back. These people have communicated that Kawhi didn't just say, "Fucking, I ain't playing back-to-backs and I'm not gonna tell y'all why."
There's a plan.
No, he has a condition where he has a physical condition. He has
And even if he didn't,
I'm just
they
looking
all
at the
agreed
amount
to
of
it.
players right now that's on. I'm not playing no back-to-back.
But they
Adjust
all
the
communication.
I get what y'all
All
saying as far as
communication.
that, but I'm saying like
It's not. It
the
doesn't.
way-
It
the way-
doesn't correlate.
the way he went about it may be wrong, but it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Well, I'm not mad. I'm not even mad why he doing it. Is the way he
Yeah.
went about it. That's all.
That's what everybody mad
the
about.
way he went about it.
It's not the same thing. Like he literally went. He's not talking to nobody. He went off the grid. That's the same thing
Now,
we
if
said
he's not
about like the same thing we said about James Harden when he wasn't answering nobody calls and he was out here doing the same ass shit that he's doing. James Harden was wrong about that shit too. Like, you mad about the organization, so basically you trying to force their hand. Like, you can't, like, no, bro. Like,
at least he did it in the offseason.
yeah, like, you in the middle of the season. And just think about it, like, KD's your guy, and he basically came there for you. This nigga did rehab and did all that shit just for you to basically be like, fuck this situation.
But does he know?
Stigma.
That's the thing, like, how deep is this going?
It's not really about does he know. It's about you're causing a distraction to the team. It doesn't matter if he knows because you're obviously.
Does he agree with it?
Yeah, the coach don't know, and the staff saying they don't know.
Might have called KD and told him, but KD probably like.
It's not KD's job necessarily to. You know what I mean?
Bullshit.
I mean, honestly, it probably
was
was one of them things where he was probably saying like, "Damn, I didn't think nobody was going. This shit wasn't gonna leak out."
Man, he knew what the fuck he was doing. Nigga, you just not showing up for no reason, and you not giving nobody no reason. That's not what you mean. It's not gonna leak out.
No, I'm saying
Them people not gonna be defending you, and you out here you doing the organization dirty.
I don't know, man. I just feel like players should get some personal days, especially with some shit that's going on.
You can ask for personal days. You can do that.
Ask for personal days.
He didn't ask for no personal days.
He didn't show up.
That's what they saying.
This
He
wasn't
did.
no call, no show.
I think they say he asked.
He asked for personal days.
Yeah, but they saying like he asked for his personal day, but then
he didn't say
he's not
communicating.
Yeah, he didn't communicate anymore.
Okay,
He stopped.
So last thing I saw,
They talked. They've been calling him. He fell off. He's off the grid.
Brooklyn say he ain't saying nothing.
Yeah.
That's where. Last thing I saw is that he asked for the personal day, so I felt like he took his personal day to do that.
It's one people gonna give you a personal day. Like I think if Kyrie is a superstar,
so like when the shit kept going on, like how y'all saying it, then that's different than what I read.
I'm not saying like if you got something personal going on in your life that you shouldn't be able to have that day off. I just think that if you're not communicating with the people that pay you,
and that's what I'm saying. It's the communication part. People are off for personal reasons, family death, and birth, whatever. You have your own reason to be off. Yeah. It's communication.
If a parent or a loved one dies, and the standard is you get 3 personal days, if you still need more days, you should call them and be like, hey man, it's really, can I get a couple extra days? I'm just not ready to return yet.
Because you know what Kyrie can say though, and what the climate we in, mental health. If he says I got a mental health issue,
say something.
Then it's gonna be the criticism, the backlash won't be as bad.
Yeah, say something, bro. I got one more question before we get to what's the scenario. Alabama won the national championship yesterday.
Deserved.
So I got a question. Can Nick Saban be considered the best coach ever, even though he's just a college coach? He's not a professional coach, like a professional pro, I guess.
Can he be considered?
Do y'all consider him like? Yes. Can he be considered like a top coach?
In my eyes, yes. And the only reason why I say that is because most of his players go to the NFL and do a great job. I'm not saying just the quarterback, but a majority of his players, when you get to the running backs, you get to the receivers, you go to the defense. Hell, you can go to the offensive line, and I didn't know this shit till I looked it up later on. The offensive line, defensive line. He has players that's in the league that are doing great.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like he coached great players. Now, does he also get the best players every year? Yeah, it's Alabama. But when you put it like...
That's part of the... it's not just because it's Alabama. It's him. Yeah.
It's Alabama.
It wasn't winning before he got there.
Yeah. He did it at LSU too, so...
Everybody wants to play for him. So, I mean, you can put the best players on the team with a bad coach and it's not going to work.
I agree.
But if you put it with Saban and that shit work, he's up there in the top.
I think for sure, and the only thing you would say is like, oh, he didn't have success in Miami. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Well, I think just because you have success in the NFL, if you put Bill Belichick in college, doesn't automatically mean he's going to have great success as a college coach. It's two different things. Like, just best college coach doesn't make the best NFL coach.
Yeah.
Or the best NFL coach doesn't make the best college coach per se.
I don't think the NFL is the standard for coaching.
For coaching, it's just not like
they grown ass man.
The sport, like the athletes are better, but the coaching dynamics still impact. He's dominating his competition where nobody can come and do what he does better. I think it's different than my stance on like female versus male sports, where it's like if somebody can come beat you.
Women.
But I said female and male though. I was told as long as you say them both, they're not that bad. I didn't say female man. That's what I was told. Woman and man sports, where it's something like, yo, you're not the best in the world. What you do, I can come beat you. What you do against your competition. Nobody can say, give me a coach that's better than Xavier in college football. You can't say that. He dominates the sport.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much agree with that shit. So, I mean, I ain't no need for me to go on a deep tangent.
Like I said, is there any? Can y'all name my coach that's better than Saban ever in college?
Not in my lifetime. Bear Bryant.
Just the
Alabama.
dominant that
He got 6 championships.
How many did Saban got now?
7.
I don't think there's.
And it's like within
The
last like 12 years, it's like 7 or some shit like that.
The Saban killer, Urban Meyer. He don't have as much championship, but when they go head to head, when they was together, they could say Bama didn't start winning, so Urban left slick. But
I mean, we call Brady the GOAT, but he didn't lost to Eli twice, so that don't matter. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
So
I try.
Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. Say what? Say what? What's this scenario? All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
You're on Edgewood. You know the strip booming. You meet a nice little young lady. Y'all start clicking. You know what I mean? Like everything's going good. Conversation. Y'all kicking it on the strip. At one point, she be like, "Why you got that hat on? Remove your hat. Let me see what you're working with under there." And you reluctantly, remove your hat.
Valdosta.
She's not interested anymore. So is she wrong for that, or is the game just the game? Like it is what it is.
The game is the game.
I feel like it's a double standard because
Fuck that.
no, she wrong. I mean, no, my bad. She's not wrong.
Yeah.
That's sensitive, nigga hairline. But anyway, I feel like if it was the other way around, the nigga would get criticized out the ass.
Take your wig off.
Nigga, you would go,
Yeah.
bald head, scallywag. Like that's not my fault.
Yeah.
You know, I got that receipt joint. Like you got a bald head. Like where your baby hair's at? But what I'm saying is the criticism.
Yeah.
You like what you like, but the criticism won't be the same.
Yeah. Go. To me personally, I feel like I would expect a woman either take your wig off or take your braids out, and I see the real you. You can't get mad at how I judge you, just how I can't get mad if I wore a hat all day and then you ask me to take it off and you don't like what you see. Like, you like what you like, but just let you know, make this decision before we get serious.
Well, this is just
you better ask.
That's why I don't think this situation is that big of a deal, just because y'all just met.
Oh, we just met. You asked me to take my hat off and you don't like me. Cool, because the next bitch don't like me.
Now, if it's like a situation where my shit fading away and then you leave me, like we was together, I'll be like, damn, you
like
shallow
run away
as
a
fuck.
little.
Yeah, like you shallow as fuck. Like damn, like you must have never really liked me anyway or some shit. Like I don't know, that's a bit much. But
Hairline,
Run away.
blum 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 blum.
yeah, so
Hairline like mine.
yeah, I think that's
a double standard.
It's definitely a double standard.
Criticism definitely is. You be like, bitch, let me see what I make.
But I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
Spray a bitch with a water
I'm
bottle.
gonna find out.
Start
I'm
melting.
gonna show y'all the picture later. But I met somebody on Edgewood and I thought they was fine as hell. This shit was about like 9-10 years ago. And I just went to their Snapchat and I was just going through it. I'm like, yo, how do I know this woman? Come out. I met her on Edgewood. Body is banging. When I saw her hair, nigga, that shit looked like a dirty tennis ball.
She got an Amber Rose.
No.
Cisco.
No. Yeah. But she don't do nothing to it. And then she just like, fuck
She
it.
probably was just doing the busted challenge.
No, she said this is how I'm always keeping my hair from now on. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm glad I'm married.
Doing the busted challenge.
Alright, we ain't talking about the busted
You gotta play
challenge
the
before we
song.
got here.
Listen, go ahead and say whatever you want to say about that busted challenge.
What is that?
I see what type of energy we got. Alright, what's the next scenario?
Be thirsty on the.
Oh, I ain't even seen none of them shit.
I already told my wife before we got on here, we might talk about it, but, you know.
Alright.
2 shots? Fuck it.
You meet a
Nah, them shit's going crazy. I ain't gonna fly.
Yeah,
Them shit's going crazy.
I done seen a lot of people that I know personally like, damn, I didn't even know you can dress up that nice. Makeup. Y'all know how to do makeup.
Allegedly ain't been one bad one yet.
Nah, I haven't seen a couple bad ones. I ain't even count to you.
Y'all know what I was surprised of? The girls that can't dance and still could pull it off because they look good while they do it. And these are personal friends of mine. I ain't gonna call y'all out, but
I need their ass.
I got you out the pot.
Alright, let's get to the next one.
Alright.
You meet a girl,
Mm-hmm.
y'all fall in love. It turns out, once y'all, learn more about family situations, it turns out that her dad killed your dad. Right? And he's in jail for life. I guess he crossed him. But you know that your dad was a snake. You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of had a lack of respect for him. Could you still rock with that girl?
Is she Lori Harvey bad? Or is she...
She's whatever you want her to be.
If you find out that her dad
killed your dad for double crossing him.
But you knew your dad was a snake ass nigga.
But you knew that your dad was a snake.
Her dad snitched on her dad. I mean, your dad snitched on her dad.
Whatever it may be, it might not even have to be no street shit. You know what I mean? It could have just been that, maybe I was business partners and he wanted to take you out just for business purposes. Like
I didn't know.
He's just known to be a snake.
I didn't know until after. I found out after.
Y'all been together for 8 months.
And
y'all rocking. You go, it's Thanksgiving.
And it'd be like.
And you start putting shit together.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, that was your maiden name?
Yeah, some shit like that. You need to wait on it, bro? You need to think about it?
I didn't think about that, man. Go ahead, B. Because you still...
Me? Nah, like we staying together. Because, I don't believe snake ass shit. Like at the end of the day, I feel like people make choices in life. And if your choice is what you made that got you killed, then...
Damn, street nigga B.
Nah, I ain't even saying this on from no street nigga shit, but it's like if you did some shit and you got shot and it's because of your actions, it's because of what you did. It's a lot of shit that I did, and if I would have got killed behind it, I would expect everybody to look at me. They might have been sad, but they'd be like, yo,
okay,
you just would have deserved what you did.
Go ahead.
So I'm a firm believer in
Karma.
I'm a firm believer in do what makes you happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer a lot of the times man, your family might not like this person, but fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It makes you happy. But in this situation, I think that it's even though your dad was a snake, it's somebody that loved him. There's people that loved him. You know what I'm saying? Your grandmother loved him. Your mom loved him.
Oh, your mama, dog.
You know what I'm saying? Her mom, even her situation. You come there for Thanksgiving, that's awkward. You know what I mean? It's a lot of hurt. It's a lot of hurt. It's a lot of ties, bad energy in this situation. So for me, I'm gonna walk away from the situation most likely. Just because even the dynamic, I don't know, it's just I gotta be reminded, damn, every time I look at you now, I'm be like, damn, even if I know my dad was a snake, you may still love your dad.
My thing is, I don't really look at you, it's the family dynamic.
Yeah.
The courtrooms where they charging him, your mama crying.
Somebody held resentment.
Regardless, somebody they got bad, so now you can never...
I got uncles too. I got uncles that might want to do some harm to her, just to get back.
It's unless you one of them niggas that just don't fuck with your family like that,
yeah.
Which is a lot of people.
My thing is, I'm looking at this situation from just that point of view of what happened. And I need to know, but what I'm saying is alright, your dad is gone at this point.
I'm not mad at you.
Both of them. Both of them. I fell in you before I knew.
You gotta make a choice though.
I fell in love with you before I knew that. If I knew this beforehand, I probably wouldn't even fuck with you. But at this point, and we're already in love, we're about to get married, and then I found this out, I don't think that's going to be the factor that tells me, I ain't
The only way that I
married.
can see that happening is
So
if
you're
I.
willing to put your family.
No, listen. The
So
only way.
Both our families, one is dead, one is in jail for life.
Listen. The only way that I can see this situation working out is if we can get the families together and we can all have a
But
conversation.
it might not even be an issue with the families. It might be the two people.
Somebody
the one
hurt.
that's in dead, the
Somebody
one that's
hurt.
in jail. The
I
two
don't
that's
see
there.
I don't see a wife forgiving the family member
Yeah.
for killing the husband. Like I don't see that personally.
So
That's
if
like a
niggas-
strong.
But if a nigga like double cross, snitch, whatever happened.
That's loyalty. What's she loyal to? Her snitching husband or
She
the nigga
knew.
who
Yeah,
killed
she
him?
knew who her nigga, who her husband was when she married him.
I'm thinking.
How many niggas done
I'm thinking
want
it's
revenge
more-
on somebody from shooting them niggas, no matter what it was,
I'm
if it was
thinking
noble
more.
or not?
I'm thinking more so of the noble of the snitching part of it. Maybe this wasn't a snitching.
Nobody
From the
said nothing
question.
about snitching.
I said that's how I'm looking at it. When you say double cross, I'm thinking snitching automatically.
Anything.
It could be anything. Like I said, it could have been a business. It could have been a business move.
I just
He-
feel
let's say
like
that- let's say
family
that-
not gonna get over
Let's
that.
say that, and you gotta think of it like this. To your family, what he did may not have been double crossing. Let's say they had a business deal and he wanted to back out of it, and he killed him. He felt double crossed.
That's why I said.
So that's what I'm saying. It don't. That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
look
it's-
at this
I don't
whole
think
shit.
it mattered.
That's what I'm
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
I don't think it matters
Even if
either.
they fell in double cross,
That's
you
what I'm
can't
saying.
take one of mine.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You putting her in danger. You got family members that might want that.
What if it was a sibling of yours, right? Somebody killed your pops. You knew it was awesome. You knew he was doing some shicey shit, right? Somebody killed your pops. Awesome. He was doing some shicey shit. One of your siblings married they
Child.
child.
The nigga that killed your dad.
The
Child.
nigga killed your dad. How would you?
I would literally pull him to the side like, yo, do you know the whole story? Can you tell me the rest of it? Before I have to, I'm gonna tell you straight up. If your story don't align and make sense, I'm gonna come
what-
after your family now if you decide to choose to.
So now,
With that person.
so now, let's just go
And that's
with
the
that.
same thing that I'm gonna ask that person that I'm with.
So,
Hey,
so
let me hear
listen,
the whole story.
but listen what you just said.
But what if-
you
what
ready
if-
to you ready
what
to
if
shoot
you-
shit up?
what
You
if-
ready to shoot shit up
What
because
if
of
you
a story
are
that did.
less rational than you?
That's what I'm saying.
Think about that.
You can't ask my family.
What if you are less rational than you?
Why they
You know what
can't
I'm
ask your
trying to say?
family?
And
that's
that's the
the next-
craziest one. If you come out of he said siblings.
Listen, what we're trying
I
to we're
get
trying
what
to
y'all-
we're trying
I
to
get what
open
y'all
your
saying.
mind.
What y'all saying is making very good sense.
Whatever you.
What
I'm
you saying
talking about
saying
me.
ain't making sense.
I get it. I get what y'all saying coming from that point of view, but what I'm saying is,
It's just too much.
for me, if I've already made that connection and this is who I want to be with, I propose.
I
feel like this is what
understand.
I ain't mad at that.
I'm
And
talking,
then I
I'm
find
talking
out-
about the point how you just said you would just go about that. How you ready to shoot shit up
Off rip.
off rip over a story
So
that this
imagine
man
you-
may not even know. He could have been a kid.
Imagine Brandon come telling Brandon, "Hey, I'm about to marry the nigga who kill our pops." What do you like? What are you gonna say yourself?
Nah,
You said you're gonna
know.
pull to the side, and if his story don't come, you going to shoot shit up. But what if that's the story that was told to him? What if nobody really knows the story?
My
Like,
only question is, are you willing to sacrifice your family for that? That's really the question, because you can choose to love her, but are you willing to be like, your family resentment, they don't fuck with it. They say, they give you an ultimatum.
I feel like honestly, that's where what you saying don't make sense to me because honestly, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do regardless, and everybody.
we know that. That's what he's saying.
Everybody
Give you an
knows
ultimatum.
that, and I'm gonna tell them, look, this is who I'm choosing to be with. If y'all don't choose
They gonna
to,
back on you too.
if y'all don't choose to, y'all can back away from me. This is who I want to marry. It's who I love.
Yeah, so
But
that's what we
I
said.
don't agree
Respect
with
it.
what he did.
Yeah.
Now,
So
whatever
he's-
y'all choose to do after this, we gonna have to
Yeah.
deal
Yeah,
with it separate.
I mean,
You don't have
I
to
don't
agree,
think
but
that's
you
not for
respect
me
it.
to agree with or not, right
But
there.
it's
It's
just
your
like
choice.
you gotta-
That's your choice.
Now, I'm just saying what you said. You gotta realize you're thinking one-sided. You're not thinking about
That's why I said
that
Brandon versus
she may
Brandon.
got a brother that may pull your ass to the side and be like, "Hey,
You
tell me the story of what happened. Why my
What did
father
I
kicked
get
you?"
like? What
And
is?
then I just want to shoot shit up.
What if that nigga say some shit like, "My daddy killed your daddy, nigga,"
And like I'm saying, what? And,
but he ain't over
and,
it.
and another thing,
My daddy in jail.
you see what I'm saying? You willing to take it to violence?
What if he say that
This
to you?
is a
That's,
situation where you-
that's her brother. Now she like, stop, because I still love my brother. I love you. Because now you can't control that. This is how you can control your family. Can you control their family? He said some disrespectful shit. What's the mom say disrespectful shit? She ain't over it.
Yeah.
Fuck you and your, like,
Fuck your daddy. You
fuck your
smoking
daddy.
your daddy, nigga.
We smoke.
Smoking your daddy,
What if they
nigga.
smoke on your daddy pack, bruh? that shit.
And I ain't
That's
gonna
what I'm
lie
saying.
to
This
you.
is-
To
listen.
me personally, if I get to that point and that's the person I choose I'm gonna be with, I'm gonna deal with that shit as it comes to me. There's no way that you can really speak on what you would do, but
That's why
I would
I
still
think about it before.
I
Those
get-
tense situations.
Yeah.
Let's
No,
not even
I'm
get there.
Yeah.
I love you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I probably still would take it off. But just know, hey, look, if you can't, I'm gonna control my family. You
You can't
yours.
control your family though. That's the
No.
point. You can't control
Can
your
you control
family.
you? You
Right.
keep speaking it. What if it's
No,
a
You
I'm
ready to spin the block off of
let me
somebody
finish.
with you?
What I'm saying is, I'll control my family.
You can't.
But if your family can't stay controlled, hey, whatever happened to your family, just know that I told you.
Payback.
And you better control your family because I still owe them a body.
That right
See,
there
this
tells
is-
me I
that's
just-
why it's not
you
gonna
can't
work.
be like,
That's
you
why
owe
it's
them a
not
body?
gonna work.
Control your family.
You
we
have
gotta talk about
Do you
this.
feel like you owe them a body?
I don't.
If you,
But
say that yet.
he trying to play. See, you trying to play two different sides, bro. You trying to play. I'm over it. I love this girl. It is what it is. But then you ready to spin the block.
If somebody
If
says
somebody
anything
violates.
crazy, my thing is you gotta expect.
That's not
that.
even a comfortable relationship to be in. That changes the dynamic of your relationship if you ready to spin the block if somebody says something disrespectful. If you really want to be with this girl, you're saying this is the bullshit that come along with it. I have to let this shit go.
Y'all better.
I have to.
I don't even think that.
You ain't thinking ahead. You ain't thinking
I
ahead.
think them niggas gotta go.
Yeah.
Disconnect from their family.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like we gotta move. We live in Georgia. We gotta move to California and some
You're
shit.
going out.
We can't go to
We can't.
Thanksgiving
It's
together.
It's too hectic.
We can't do
I
this
wouldn't-
together.
I wouldn't go to no Thanksgiving and all that shit. I get what y'all saying, man.
That's a weird marriage that you gonna have too. You gonna have a weird ass marriage.
I'm
You
just
ready to
telling-
spin the block on my family if they say something wrong.
Niggas said we smell.
You ain't going to things-
I didn't even think of the other family.
You ain't going to
I'm thinking
things-
about my family judging me, but the other family's still mad.
That's
They
my-
got
that's
in jail.
what I'm
They feel
concerned
they're like,
I feel like I'm not safe when I go to your mama's house.
like what? You the son of a snitch.
I don't feel like my child is safe if he's at your mama's house.
And honestly,
You know what I'm saying?
after the first time, look, after the first time, they'll be like, look, it's the last time at your family house. Hey, look, I know you love your family. I love
he's
my
freestyling
family.
this as we
They
go
got the
on.
RIP shirts.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Do you realize that he's trying to freestyle his way out of this shit? This shit is not making no sense. What he's saying.
I didn't even think about
He's trying to
that
stick
shit.
to his
That's
stance.
wild.
But he's trying to freestyle it out.
Y'all
So.
keep saying shit that makes sense, alright?
You got this.
Keep trying to come up with an answer.
That shit, that's a wild question, man.
Damn.
You gotta do your whole facts.
All right, man. One more. Cousin Sticky.
What's up, cuz?
Sticky.
He just got engaged to his 8th baby mama. You know what I'm saying? So
Sticky young boy.
Sticky and 8.
He need to unstick.
Sticky and 8 are walking through Gwinnett Place Mall.
Stick to a condom.
You know what I'm saying?
It's still there?
It's still there. Sticky and 8 walking through Gwinnett Place Mall. You know, when some young YouTube niggas walk up with a camera and a diamond tester. They want to test out 8's engagement ring. Thing is, Cousin Sticky stole it. He don't know if it's real or not. What would you do? How would you handle that?
Hey, I'm telling you, nigga, if you don't get the fuck away from me, nigga, I don't owe y'all shit. She got a beautiful ring. This shit real. Y'all better get the fuck on and try somebody else.
Yeah, you gotta divert.
Yeah.
You gotta divert. You gotta make a scene. You gotta be confrontational. Hey man, y'all know that nigga. Fuck out of here, you two niggas. Watch out, man.
Where
Eight.
y'all diamonds at, nigga?
Ain't gonna look at you like.
I know what's gonna happen is she's gonna go off to somewhere and get it tested.
So in the meantime, you gotta come up with a plan B, Sticky.
Hey,
you the plug.
Don't get another
Go get
ring.
another
Nah,
ring.
Sticky, look at that ring real close and find a replica.
Yeah.
Switch that
You gotta
bitch out
let
while
shit
she
quick.
sleep.
You better do
Or
it.
you better test it yourself. One of the two.
You willing to risk it, Justin?
Nah, I wouldn't do it. Nah, in that situation, if I'm Sticky, it's like, man, if y'all little niggas don't get out, I'm not gonna make a scene about it. I'm just be like, man, listen, bro. I respect what y'all got going on, but we don't got time for that, bro. We just here trying to be comfortable, bro.
Nah, that gotta make sense.
And then if the nigga say something else, then it's like,
Niggas gonna try to be logical.
Yeah.
Well, what do you got to lose? Don't you want to see it? Ain't gonna look at you. Nah, I gotta
that's what I'm
start
like,
off.
listen, nigga, I'll slap the fuck out one of y'all niggas.
Nah, look, I'm an OG in this motherfucking shit, nigga. Y'all better get the fuck on before I got that fire off in this bitch.
Yeah, so
I don't walk in Gwinnett
and
Place
then-
without my tool either, cause that shit too dark.
sticky situation.
I don't walk in Gwinnett Place, period.
Y'all bought in that place lately? They ain't got no lights on.
I just go in Macy's.
They ain't got no lights on.
Yeah, it's dark.
It's dark as fuck. I got my tools.
I went just to get my earring one day, but it's like right by the door, so I was just like,
Nah, nigga, I went to Foot Action one day, and I was like, God damn, this shit dark as
that
hell.
shit still open?
Yeah, Foot Action, the only shoe store left. Shout out to Foot Action. Sponsor.
All right, bro. It's that time for that. Facts and cap. Facts and cap.
Hey.
With politics, we in this whole, you know, left wing, right wing, blue, red type shit. Somebody who, I think we kind of touched on this, but I just need to know, if you disagree with a Trump supporter, can you still respect them?
Yep.
How?
And I only say this because of my job. I have coworkers that feel like they need to stop being friends with other coworkers because they're Trump supporters. And I've literally sat them down and said, look, when it comes to politics, there's certain views, and like I said, they've been Republican before, you know, since they were born. That's all they know. They don't really deep dive into what Trump is about. Everything Trump says is not wrong.
Facts.
Everything Trump says is not right.
Facts.
What you gotta take from every politician is what's good for you and the bases around you and your family. So you can't really take this about Republican, Trump supporter. You gotta take out what's good in that person and figure out where they really stand. Are they racist or are they not? At the end of the day, because like I said, you can, like I'm around a lot of people that may be Republican, but I don't feel like they're all wrong in their stance, and I don't feel like that's a real issue to where it's like you really gotta pick between the two. So that's cap to me.
Yeah, I say it's cap. I mean, me personally though, I'm not really like interested in kind of being friends with Trump supporters like that though, just because I don't want to be disappointed if I realize, like, if it's a certain reason that you support Trump that I really like don't fuck with, so I don't want to be disappointed. But as far as you said, can you respect them?
If there's, let's deep dive. If there's a certain reason that you don't fuck with that they support Trump, can you still respect them?
I mean, sure, as long as it's not like something that's like, oh, like you're just openly racist or some shit. Like it could just be like, you know, I fuck with his tax plan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it applies to me. You know what I'm saying? It could be some in that nature. So like, yeah, I can respect you. Like, but I don't necessarily have to be friends with you or nothing, but yeah, I can respect it. I can respect your decision as to why you're a Trump fan. And then that's where discourse could happen, like, well, listen, that's going on too, but what about this? How do you feel about this? You know what I mean? But me personally, I just don't like speaking politics with people like that.
Speak politics.
Like, just
at work, period.
Really, like, if it's like, you know, I'm not talking about just work, just openly, like, with certain people, like, you know what I mean? Like, I talk it with my friends, because I don't really want to talk to somebody who's like kind of like an associate, you know what I mean? I'd say, but
and I feel like for the most part, us and our friend circle, even if we're not like heavy on the politician side or politics side, niggas do their research a little bit.
I mean, my friends, like I said, even my friends don't have to necessarily agree with me, but I mean, I think we all kind of stand, like, if it's somewhere, now it gets to a point where it's something they agree with that I'm offended by, like, you know what I'm saying? Then now that might be in question. That relationship could be in question because I may have lost respect for you. But is it possible for me to respect a Trump supporter? Yeah.
I have a few that I do respect, and I get what they respect him on certain points, and I get it. Do I think they look at the bigger picture? No, but I think they get.
I think that
it's not detrimental to our friendship.
I understand that basically politics, whether that's how it should be or not, is self-serving. And that's why I just had to learn, like, black people, we need to stop trying to look out for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Look out for us. How is this gonna help us? How is it gonna help my community? You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at shit now. Like, fuck like I'm not saying like fuck these people, but it's other races who they not gonna come to your rescue when something being done wrong.
It's other races
When
that
George
take advantage.
When George Floyd died, that was the first time I ever seen like people sticking up for us to that extent.
Facts.
That's the first time you seen these corporations really
Facts.
stepping out and doing.
You
Nigga,
seen
I
it?
walked into Target the other day. I think it was Saturday. And they already got their Black History stuff up. But it's a picture like it might have been a kid that drew it.
No.
But it's on a sweatshirt.
Bro, the George
No.
Floyd shit changed everything.
But I'm saying like, but you see like
as far as
them making it
As far as
in
corporate
Target,
America.
like
Yeah.
Target, it's Target, nigga.
You can see 2016 with Kaepernick. That was not the stance was not like I'm talking about corporate America. I'm talking about ESPN, Disney. I'm talking about everybody. That stance was not check the Black Lives. Either was quiet or you was like all lives matter. It wasn't popular.
Yeah.
After that George Floyd shit, I go to the chiropractor. I see Black Lives Matter. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's all white people. I'm like,
People putting, we support black people.
We
Basically,
support black
in the signs in their yards.
inside
shit
yard,
like that.
and I just realized sometimes shit is about economics and race, man.
Yeah.
But like you said, politics can be self-serving. So if somebody's not from where you're from, doesn't look like you, why should you expect them to have the same core values of you or what they want? They're not. But if you feel like you be disenfranchised, your people look like you, and the system's been rigged against you, it's almost like, damn nigga. Like it's like you've been in the league, you've been cheating.
Yeah.
People that love you've been cheating. So like I'm offended whenever I should be more offended. I have the right to be offended at certain shit, but yeah, I think discourse is very important, man, to understand. Even if you agree to disagree.
I remember, and this ain't got nothing to do with Trump, but I remember like discourse does work. Like I remember when I used to work at FedEx Freight, right? And I think something had just happened with I forgot what situation, but it was another situation where an innocent black man was killed. And so it was a black dude at my job, and it was a white boy, young white boy, he probably like my age. All of us around the same age. The way that the black dude came at him was kind of weird. He was like, "Hey, tell me what you think about this." Kind of like on some G shit, like I need to hear what you want to say type shit.
Yeah.
And the white boy didn't necessarily agree with him, and he was saying, I could tell him stand. Because he was saying like, oh, I got pulled over by the cops before and I was scared just like you all and blah, 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 blah. And he was talking to me about it because the nigga's basically about to be in tears, the white boy. And I had to tell him like, listen, I don't agree with how he went about it, but I could tell you this, being that I could tell this is really upsetting you. You said that when the first time you got pulled over by the cops, you were scared, but did you ever feel like you were going to lose your life? That's the difference. I think that's what he's trying to explain to you. Like, so I think that it's important if you're gonna have these conversations. Discourse. It's about listening, not coming at people. Y'all gotta listen to each other, and y'all gotta understand each other, and don't take things as personal. That's why I might try to avoid the conversation because I don't know if I'm emotionally there yet.
Facts.
To even sit there and have that discourse with you. So.
Fact, yeah.
And I mean, that shit can go so different. Like, this ain't gotta be, like what you just said, like just helping each other. Like, this ain't gotta be black and white. This ain't gotta be black on black. Like, just talking to somebody and making sure they on the same page is a big deal. And you ain't gotta make everything online and public and shit. Like, just as long as the nigga understand you helping somebody else out.
That's a fact. So I don't know if y'all saw this post by Fabulous. He was bigging up his wife, Emily B or something like that.
I was sticking by.
Yeah, and then
She stuck alright.
you like stuck with me to the thick and thin and everything. There was a lot of backlash to it. So, facts and cap. Do you agree with the criticism that Fabulous got on his post?
Facts.
I agree with that.
He knocked that girl too.
He punched the teeth out. He told us that her dad is gonna kill her and shit like that. Like we seen that on tape.
Like I said, Fabulous has done a lot of shit, and I don't know how he gets away with it.
I mean, he got away with this situation. He wouldn't even claim her. But then when it was time for him to go to trial, being that your wife can't testify against you, he married her. They've been together for like 16 years or some
Hey,
shit.
he moved smart. That's all he did. He moved smart.
No Stockholm syndrome. I know battered, abused person, but does it matter that she's?
He said we're couple goals in that post.
Does it matter? That
Yes,
she,
nigga, you deserve criticism.
Does it matter that she agreed with him? She
Hey,
was like
that right there. That
it-
right there to me.
It's more. It's sad and it's disappointing.
So is it facts still?
So listen.
She
Yes,
agreed.
I think he still deserves criticism from the people because,
If he gets
nigga,
it,
we
I don't
seen what
care.
you did. Now she may have forgiven you, and at the end of the day, that's between y'all. But as a public figure, and saying you're a public figure, and then you're saying, hey, we're goals, we're this, that, and the third. When you start saying shit like that, you gotta understand that you're opening yourself up for criticism. You know what I'm saying? So we already kind of.
Just to make sure, I don't want to say the right to criticize. Do you agree with the criticism? That's a
Yeah.
specific criticism that he shouldn't post that. The criticism that he shouldn't post that.
I don't know if he
because
shouldn't. He necessarily shouldn't
That's-
post it
that's
because
what I was seeing.
he's gonna live his life.
I don't say should.
I just think that he deserves any slander that he gets from it.
if he
that's
gets
what I
it, he
think.
gets it. If he don't, he don't. It don't matter. But it's the same.
Yeah, I think he deserves any slander that comes with it. But
Cause he did a lot of shit.
yeah, that nigga-
Most niggas couldn't get away with.
Facts.
Alright. So I wish a girl was here.
woman.
I said girl. A woman was here to, but I'm actually anyways. I got this. It was inspired from somebody. I don't want to say their names. I don't want to blow up their situation, but basically, should I ain't say their name. Should you know who you are? Shouts out to the homie. Should a girl to the time of day, a booty call? Let me try it. Facts or cap? Where's it at? Facts or cap? Does the time of day or time of night a girl receives a text for a booty call determine their self-respect?
Nope.
It's
Cap.
Facts or cap? It's time of day.
okay. So
time of
look,
night.
it's kind of both.
I'll let
It's
him
kind
go
of
first.
both.
My answer's
It's
cap.
kind of both.
Determine their self-respect.
So once it becomes a pattern that I only see you, especially like say it, like for an example, if I only hit you up at 1 in the morning, then it's kind of it seems like kind of if that's your consistent pattern, it's kind of like a lack of respect.
Why?
You said like, well, you said it's just a booty call. You said it's a booty call.
You get dick to determine yourself.
Well, no. If it's a booty call.
Yes, if it's a booty call.
If it's a booty call and we're both on the same page, like, look, we only doing this for sex, then it don't matter. Then that's cap. It
That's
don't.
cap.
It's yeah. Now, if she want more, and right now she's just accepting the booty call role, I would tell you, nigga, you probably should stop fucking her. You should probably stop fucking her. Cause
What in this scenario, the guy hit up the girl, and she said, "Why you only hit me up during this time? You can't hit me
she
up."
wants more.
No, that's what she said. Like, you can't hit me up during the day.
Maybe you're not respecting her time. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, well, I can see that. Maybe she's saying you're not respecting my time. Like maybe she's saying like, damn, you only come around at 1 o'clock in the morning when I'm fucking asleep and I need my fucking rest, or I gotta work in the
She
morning.
specifically said, "You only call me around these whole hours."
Oh well, then yeah, she's in, well.
Does that time of day you get the dick determine your self-respect? Like
It
if
can
he only hit you up at 3,
only if you communicated with him that that's not the time that like don't only just hit me up at this time, and he still does it.
Why?
Why to your question.
Because if y'all haven't communicated,
No, I'm saying watch a girl feel that way. Like
because what I'm saying is if they've communicated like, look, I'm available around this time is best for me, and you only hit me up at this time.
So I agree. That's more of a schedule conflict. What I'm saying for girls, she ain't got no job. She ain't got shit to do. She just doesn't like being called for sex during.
She
the
feel
night.
like she's a hoe.
She
She
feel
feel
like
like
a
you
hoe.
think that you think that I'm just a hoe that you can.
Facts cap. Should you feel that way? Does it matter?
Cap.
Go ahead, Brandon.
You don't know my work schedule. You know what I do. I may work all day, get off, go.
What if she
home,
do
take
know
a
and you
nap.
still do it?
I go home, take a nap, and this now like I'm up. Like, hey, what's good? Is you up? I might not hit you up disrespectfully. These are just the hours that I'm up and I'm available to fuck.
Okay, let me flip.
Maybe I
let me
want to
flip
go
it.
back home after I worked all day, see my kid, You know, these are my days to get my kids. Drop my kids
just like the homie.
Let me flip it.
Why the fuck? Why? No.
Okay, so let me flip it. So let me flip it.
That's
That shit is all.
Okay, so let me flip it. I'm trying to look at it from her perspective, right?
That's my point.
So I'm trying to look
I
at
got a
it.
rebuttal for whatever you say.
I'm trying to look at it from her perspective.
Why in the world is it whole hours?
And maybe she could have already been through some shit where that's the situation. Like where like those is whole hours, or maybe that's just like her, that's the way she think, the same way you think you got your own schedule and the way that you think, that could be her perception of that situation. That's why the best thing for that situation will be communication. But do I think that she's allowed to think like that? Yeah. I think I think that everybody would kind of think that's kind of weird. Like you only hit me up at 1 a.m. But at the same time, if it's just a booty call, so I think that the whole situation just need communication. But I think I can see why she thinks that. I guess I could say.
Can I ask you?
I can see as to why she thinks that.
It's just a stereotype.
But
Yeah, it's a stereotypical thing.
I'm saying, what if, like,
But she shouldn't feel disrespectful when they hit you up that time. If she finds out that that's the time he's available, then she's gonna say, well, why don't you just make time? People say that all the time.
But that's why I say that. Obviously, it sounds like she got some feelings.
let me put it like this, right?
So your homeboy, if I was your homeboy, I'd tell your homeboy like you probably should cut that off.
Man, she hit up the next day talking about something you still wanna fuck.
Yeah,
let's
just
just say,
digging
right,
a deeper and deeper hole.
Let's say I get off at 9 o'clock, right? My
PM?
9 o'clock PM. My BM don't get out till 11. From 9 to 11, I pick my kid up from wherever they at. I'm with them, make sure they sleep. Mama get off at 11. I meet them by the house at 11:30, and I'm with you by 12. And I'm like, yo, at 12 o'clock.
Hey, you're.
But see how you just broke that down? You see how you just broke that down? That's just where the communication falls.
Well, I'm saying is in a lot of
Would you feel a certain type of way?
So do you? Okay, I guess she'll be like this. Damn, do you get off? You work 7 days a week? This what time you get off
It's
here?
not about what I do.
Listen, I'm just trying to give her
That's our
perspective.
schedule.
I'm just trying to think
That's
of her
our
perspective.
schedule.
I don't know.
I drop my kid off every time at 11:30.
I'm gonna say it shouldn't matter. This is the time I'm available, I'm comfortable. If you feel uncomfortable because it's the time, that's it.
Yeah.
You tripping.
Well, then that's communication though. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just communication.
Cap.
Yeah, I think it's closer to cap than anything.
You good? Y'all need another one.
Give us one more, man. Fuck
You
it.
got one more, cause it's sticky.
All right, now. Is is a transvestite obligated to tell you that they are one if you meet them in the club?
Transsexual? Transvestite just sound kind of harsh, don't it?
What the fuck?
Wait, what's the difference?
Beat that out!
What's the difference?
Look at us kiss.
What'd I do? Hey, I'm confused. At the same thing?
That might be alright.
That's episode 29.
Hey, what's the difference? Somebody school me, shit.
Bro.
I can't get canceled for something that I don't know, so y'all can school me.
Are we still live?
Yeah, keep it
We
real.
live, baby.
What's the difference?
I'm not gonna misspeak, so let's just Google. And
Yeah,
from my
I just wanna know the
understanding, a transvestite. That's all.
Shit, I don't know the difference. I thought those was the same thing. Let's look it up. What you looking at, transvestite?
A person who dresses in clothes primarily associated with the opposite sex.
That's what a transvestite is?
Yeah.
So what's a transsexual? That's what somebody they identify?
Sexual, I think it has to mean with the organ.
Okay. So basically a transvestite is just somebody who dresses the part.
According to this Google Dress Show. I might be wrong.
Say it one more time?
Transvestite. A person who dresses in clothes primarily associated with the opposite sex. So like a man dressing up in a woman, like a cross-dresser.
But why
So
would that
are
be
they
canceled? Why would
obligated?
that be something like?
But you said you offended. You said.
I said it's kinda like
Should they rather be called? It's like
transsexual.
that's wild.
Look, it's incorrect, but I don't think it's offensive. But I guess it's not for me to say that. I don't think that'll be mad at me.
Cool.
I'm just trying to get some understanding.
He
cool.
wouldn't get mad at that shit. I would get on the back of that. I said,
That's because you try to be as ignorant as possible.
Back to the question.
What's the question?
Facts and cap. Are they obligated to tell you?
A transvestite?
Yeah. So you in the club, you see this bad or Lauren Loki Harvey. And then you know,
I would
feeling her.
I would say this.
And then
I would
are they
say this.
obligated to tell you?
I would say this. You ain't never obligated to do something you don't want to do. Right? So you don't want to tell me, fine. Now,
Kyrie Irving is.
what I will say, and probably any transvestite would tell you probably, just to protect their own self,
yeah.
they probably, well, most of them would probably feel like they should, you know, at least hint to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, now let's say that you in a, let's say like you're in a gay club, or you're in a club that frequents transvestites, right? You're in a club.
So why would we be in the club?
Let's say that you're in a club. Yeah, like you in a club that frequents transvestites, then no, nigga, you need to know where you at. But let's say that
Nah, you in Follies.
you in Follies, then like I said, they're not obligated, but
She hit you with one of those.
I would think that it would be
There
common
you go,
courtesy. She said what?
She hit you
La
with
la
one
la
of
la
those.
la.
Just.
Yeah, I mean, like nigga, where your fucking
This ain't my
antennas
real speaking voice. This is my real speaking voice.
at? Listen, that's all I say. That's how I feel about it. Like, yo, I just think the common courtesy is expected, but I mean, I can't say what somebody's obligated.
Common courtesy.
Hey.
What's the act?
I got a homeboy who went to the club, and this was a transsexual person. He was talking to them.
So this is a man. This is a woman that used to identify as a man. This is a
No,
man.
this is
that
a man that identifies as a woman.
And it got the
We gonna get there. So basically, he was talking to her. They was talking about linking up, getting Waffle House or some shit after that. They was kind of flirting, so you kind of could picture what was gonna happen next. He told me, this was a coworker. He told me she was bad as fuck. You know, there's no way he could know. I understand that because technology going crazy these days.
it's a fact.
So he said when he got the Waffle House, he texted her, where you at? She was like, hey, I got something to tell you. You know, just before we sit down and eat. I'm in transformation. Or whatever. He's like, what do you mean?
Bitch, the same.
And he's like, no, like I used to be a man. And I'm currently transitioning to be a woman. And I felt like I should give you the common courtesy to do that. And he was like, oh, no, love, thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate your honesty, though. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing against you. I'm going to just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. And I feel like that's the respectable way to go about it.
So
I feel like there's no other way to go about it.
Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to go kill you?
You know what I'm saying?
I-
You told you. You was honest.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I feel,
Thank you for not letting me get to the bedroom.
But if you might not want to do that,
I
then
feel like that
Thank you
happens
for
a
not letting me
lot
get to the
because
bedroom.
I could just imagine if you meet somebody, you're attracted to them, and then the second you show them your hairline, they're gonna leave. So what?
and
what,
just
what
your
you,
own protection.
What are you gonna do?
Well, and just because there are
Where they
people,
fit it. So until,
there's niggas that will kill you for that.
so and then
Yeah,
that's
as soon as
too.
you pull your pants down, I see some shit goddamn.
Yeah, a nigga might be ready to kill you, and that's why I say like you should
You get
probably
killed
give.
over a goddamn dick over a hairline.
That's what I'm saying. I can't tell you what you obligated to do, but I think that would be the common courtesy. I would recommend that. You know what I'm saying? And I think the reason that the person didn't tell him then, right then and there, is for that reason. The reason to tell,
Safety.
yeah, safety reasons. So that's all. I don't think you're obligated, man. I think that.
So you done? You gonna drink on my birthday, bro? We're drinking all February, dog. I don't care what y'all niggas do for the rest of the January. We're drinking all February.
Episode motherfucking 29.
We out, baby.
Yeah,
Blah.
man.
This is facts and cap, just three niggas with a plan, trying to make them understand music, sports, life, and news like an anchor man. got different views, so don't take it personal if you can. It's only an opinion, a perspective of some men coming live from the south. Kazadi, Justin, and Brandon in the house, so get ready for the real. It was never for the cloud. This is facts and caps, so you know what we about, ayy. Facts and caps, so you know what we about, ayy. So you know what we about. This is facts and caps, so you know what we about, yeah. So you know what we about.